What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Cruise Talk Live with myself, Josh, and Momma Hocum. Happy Sunday to you. If you are watching this on a rewatch, a replay, you'd missed the live event, welcome to you as well, and thank you so much for tuning in. Tonight on the topic, we've got Oasis of the Seas. Just an update. I haven't really given my thoughts on it, so I figured we'd give our thoughts tonight on that. Somebody asked for it. As well as we're going to be talking our main point of discussion, cruise ship accidents and incidents. Of course, you guys know that Papa Hocum unfortunately had his accident back in October of 2018 on the Carnival Horizon, and unfortunately, he is still not any better.
Well, I mean, he's better, but he's not back at 100%.
Yeah, he's not back to 100%. Yeah. So we're going to be bringing him on tonight. He's going to come chat with us for just a little bit. He's actually behind the studio tonight, and he is waiting to come on and chat with you guys. But right now, it's me and Momma Hocum hanging out with you guys. So we do want to pop over and say hello to everybody in the chat for tonight. Now, I do need to mention that there were several people here. I'm talking like 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Again.
And so they are actually the first people that were in the chat today. I know Paul himself from the group cruise was in that mix. So welcome to all of you. However, YouTube has since updated the chat list, and so we're unable to see who all those were. But the first person I have on my screen tonight is none other than Mr. or Miss Devin Melovich. So Devin, she or he just says hi. So hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We learned that from the group cruise from Devin.
Yeah. So we've also got Wild Vacations in there. Richard Ricketts says, hi Josh, booked that Disney cruise yet? Question mark. There is an 11-night Southern Caribbean coming up at the end of July on the Fantasy. I'll set up the GoFundMe for YouTube's cruise director if you are on board with that. Richard, that is absolutely hilarious. Yeah. I love it. I have not booked the Disney cruise yet. One day I hope to book a Disney cruise.
I did see Christine, too.
And Christine is in the chat. Christine Turman from the group cruise as well. And there are also Michael Bagsis, and I even saw Thomas is in there. So a bunch of
I'm sure
group
the Pritchards
members
are in there at some point.
I don't know, because actually today is little Adeline's birthday. So we need to say, yes, a very happy birthday to Miss Adeline. That was Phoebe. You guys know Phoebe. That was her younger sister, the cute little baby there in our group. The youngest one in our group, and she was in the inaugural Josh Hocum group cruise.
And going to be on the second one, too.
Yes, she's coming on the second one, too. But she definitely holds a special place in all of our hearts.
Yes.
So a very happy birthday, too. So I don't know, they may be doing birthday celebrations. But if you're in here, Cody, definitely say hello. We've also got Funnel Channel. Funnel Channel is in the house. Hello, sir. How are you doing? We've got Lisa and Kate and Lynn and Donna S. There's Thomas right there. And we've got Emily F. and Prime Knight. He says, hi, hope you'd. I don't know. I think you missed the rest of your sentence there, buddy. But maybe it's on down here. We'll find it in just a second if it is. Amanda Graves says, leaving in 28 days for New Orleans on our cruise on the Dream. Can't wait.
Love the Dream.
The Dream looks like a beautiful ship. I've personally never been on it. Momma Hocum has. She sailed the Repo. I feel like we say this every single week. She sailed the Repo from Port Canaveral over to New Orleans. Yeah. So a great ship there. Let's see. We've got Andrew Cabadi.
You're murdering it.
I'm awful with last names. He says, hi, Josh. Hi, Andrew. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Destiny?
I can't even see.
Destiny. We're going to say it's Destiny. Destiny Sullivan. Miss Sullivan. D. Sullivan. She says, hello from Oklahoma. Hi. Thank you so much. I don't think I've seen your name before, Destiny, so definitely drop a hello. Maybe a little bit of info about yourself. Let us know what you're up to tonight. I got to jump down here because you know what? We got a couple super chatters in the house. You know what? We need to make a name for this pig. We need to make a name. What would you guys like to name this pig? I'm thinking, like, he looks like, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
Cruiser number 1 or... No. I don't know. I don't know. Let us know. What's a good name for the pig? But we need a name for our super chatter pig. Ham. No, speaking of super chats, guys, tonight we are also going to be picking our super chatter of the month. the giveaway winner for the Super Chats. So as you guys know, for the month of March, we ran an entire, a giveaway or what have you for Super Chats. And all you had to do was enter, any Super Chat amount. And we're right here in the center. And, then you're going to be entered into the giveaway. And so we're going to be picking that tonight. Papa Hocum's going to help me out with that a little bit later on tonight. But same rules apply for the month of April as well. So if you would like to be the Super Chatter of a month, we do this now every month. And so we tally up the Super Chats at the end of the month. We scroll through. We're going to pick a random winner. And you get some goodies. Just as a way for us to say thank you back to you guys. It honestly means the world to see you guys coming back and interacting with us here on these live shows every Sunday and in the cruise vlogs. And so it's just a great way for us to say thank you so much.
Yeah. Now, and tonight's giveaway, of course, is special because it's sponsored.
That is correct. That is correct.
So I don't know how all of them will turn out, but this one is really nice.
This one is really, really nice. You're going to get something great. And like I said, it literally, you could have given 99 cents. You could have given $10. It does not matter. But either way, we thoroughly, thoroughly appreciate it. You guys enable us to keep creating amazing content, keep going out and being that adventure seeker that we are. So,
and you had how many Super Chats this month?
It was over 700. 700.
That's a 700.
Lot. Yeah. Now that is, like I said, that's through the entire month, and that doesn't. That's before YouTube takes their cut and everything. But we need to say hello to Michael Bags is in the house, Mr. Michael, none other. He says, "Hey Hocums, miss you guys. Hey Peter, 40 days." Until 2.0. That's absolutely right. I cannot wait. It's going to be an awesome, awesome time. Group Cruise 2.0 with myself.
Pumped too because he's going with us to Universal. So
that's right. Cody P is in the house. Cody's there. He says, "Hey Josh, we're here." Phoebe and Adeline say hi. Hello, Phoebe. Hello, Adeline. Happy birthday to Miss Adeline. Guys, drop a happy birthday in the comments for me for little Adeline. She deserves it. Such a sweet thing. The Paul Doom is back in here. I told you the Paul was up in here, like I said, like 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon. He was rocking in the chat section. So welcome to you, Paul, as well. We've also got Jared Bug. He says 22 days till Carnival Sunrise first cruise. Fantastic. I hope the fire on board didn't cause any setbacks. Keep up the great content. That is a great, great question there, Jared. So, actually, the fire on board the Sunrise, it did not cause any setbacks. It was just a really minor, like some welding, and then the welding sparks got onto, like, I think some of the material or something. But
unlike the Oasis.
Yes, which we were talking about in a few minutes. But the Oasis did have a few setbacks. No setbacks expected from the Sunrise. They're expected to be able to finish everything on time. And I've actually seen a couple photos recently. Ship is looking great. It is looking
I am so excited.
Fantastic. They've actually added the ducktail already to the back of it. So if you don't know what the ducktail is, it's basically like this, I mean, it's just extra steel that they add at the back lower part of the ship, right where the water is.
Because the other ones, they always look like they're like wavy there at the bottom, but this kind of makes it
this kind of flat. Yeah, well, not only that, but that extra added weight is supposed to help with the rockiness of the ship, so it's not so rocky.
Gotcha.
So great stuff there that they're adding to the ducktail. And like I said, the Carnival Sunrise is going to be a fantastic ship when it comes out.
I know. And I'm going on it.
That's right, you are. You're going to have an amazing time. Thomas Lee says, "I'm riding Oasis of the Seas this Christmas." That is going to be a fantastic cruise, a Christmas cruise. How amazing of an experience that is going to be. I wish you the best of times, Thomas. Brooke White says, hello, Brooke here. Hi, Brooke. Welcome to you. Thanks for stopping in the chat tonight. Miraculous Journey is in the house, says, hi, hello, what's up? How we doing? Mr. Cruise Fever 1, hello, everyone. How are you doing, Mr. Cruise Fever? Hope you guys are doing fantastic tonight. Joel, there's Joel. Joel Reyes, he's going to be joining us on the group cruise coming up next month. He says, "What's going on, Josh? Almost a month away." I know, Joel. I'm so excited.
I'm pumped.
I think we've literally got everything booked now except excursions. Which is super, it's super easy to do. But I mean, we know what we know what they are.
We just haven't bought them yet.
Have not booked them yet, but that's the only thing that we got left. Oh, you know what we forgot? To Squeak the Pig for Mr. Jared Bug.
And
what did people say for the name? I missed that. I saw Mr. Piggy in there. I kind of like that one. Mr. Piggy. Wherever. Yeah, there it is. Mr. Piggy. Who said that? Oh my gosh, the chat is flying today. I just can't keep up. Extra Magic is in the house, though.
Anchor the pig.
Anchor.
Pig and Anchor.
Pig and Anchor. Who said that? Who said that? Anurag Door. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Anurag Door, you rock. I want to send you. I want to send you something. Can I see your email? Okay, send me an email, Anurag Door, Josh at joshhocum.com. I want to
really
send
cool.
you something. That is absolutely
because
awesome.
it applies. Because hello, what is on all of your stuff anyway?
Yeah, Anchor the Pig, guys. So we now have a name. I just did it. I chose it. That's it. That's the one. Bingo was his name-o. Meet Anchor. Anchor the Pig right here. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much for that. That was, I would have never thought of that. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
I know.
But, I would have never thought of that.
Because we could have said guy, you know.
Yeah, we could have said anything. Richard Rickett says, Hocum Hog for the pig's name. That's funny. That's funny. Thank you so much there, Richard.
Funny.
You were entered into the April giveaway for this month. So, you know, we have all month to go, but you're already in there. You're knocking it out on the very first live chat of the month. So, you know, increase your chances of winning. So you'll actually have, you know, 4 opportunities to win there. We've got a bunch of happy birthdays down here for little sweet Adeline. That is so, so, so nice. Chris Tyler says, any plans for an NC meetup? Sailing on Symphony of the Seas for our anniversary. Cannot wait. Well, first of all, Chris, thank you so much for the super chat. Anchor says thank you as well. Any plans to sail Symphony? I would love to sail Symphony. What about you?
Oh, yeah.
I would love to sail Symphony.
You're going to do the slide. I'm not doing the slide.
I don't have current plans. Yes, I was just about to say that. I don't have current plans to sail the Symphony, but when I do, that slide, what is it? The Ultimate Abyss, I think is what it's called, or something. Yeah. That thing at the back looks awesome.
Like, you're riding it.
No, what if we did a race?
No.
What if we did a race?
Why do you do this to me? Why? You love getting me screaming in terror.
I'm just throwing it out there. I think Momma Hocum and Josh should do a race on the Ultimate Abyss.
I've already done the Flow Rider, and I've already done the water slide at Atlantis, so I think I'm good.
Yeah.
We don't want to end up like Papa Hocum and have another injury.
Hey, it would flow perfectly with our show tonight. Lindsay gives us a what happened to the Oasis. I'm going to be going over it here in just a few minutes' time, Lindsay, but some big, literally big stuff happened to the Oasis. Kathy Ortego says, Josh and Mama H, I'm here. Welcome, Kathy. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, for coming and hanging out with us. Beth Alleman says, bacon or oinker. I like it. So the name, we've just chosen it, is going to be Anchor. Anchor the Pig, because pig and anchor on Carnival. How thoughtful. Man, that was, I can't believe we didn't think of that.
I can't either.
I'm honestly a little upset at myself.
You fail.
For real. Amanda Beck says, hey, I love your videos. Have you ever sailed on the Liberty? Sailing next year. I'm assuming you're referring to the Carnival Liberty. I have not. I have not sailed on the Carnival Liberty. My PVP, my agent, my whatever you want to call him, from Carnival, Matthew Brady, he thoroughly enjoyed the Carnival Liberty. It was an amazing ship, he said. So I'm sure you'll have an amazing time.
Which, I mean, it's the sister to, isn't it sister to the Valor? Or?
Yeah, no, well, no, it's, the sister to the Valor and like the Conquest.
Yeah,
and that
so I mean, we've been on her sisters, but not on her.
Not on the Liberty actually itself.
Yeah. I have yet to find a bad ship.
Yeah, for real. Nurse Nancy is in the house. She says, hi there, Josh and Momma Hocum. Welcome, Nurse Nancy. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Cruise Talk Live. Let's see who else we've got. Yes, OMG, the Horizon, it was great. I'm not sure what. Maybe he's referring to the slides. But Thomas said that. Maybe you're referring to the slides. David Russell says, if you buy the Bubbles package on Carnival, do you get soda in the dining room? That is a great question.
That is a great question.
That is a great question, David. Yes, you do. Yes. If you buy the Bubbles package on really any cruise line, I believe, you get it in the dining room. It's unlimited, as much as you want. Yeah. I actually am planning on doing a full breakdown video of kind of how the Bubbles package works for Carnival, and maybe I'll do it for each cruise line.
Well, that you know of.
Yeah, that I know of. But specifically for Carnival, I don't know if I want to give that. Yeah, okay. So basically for Carnival, if you drink more than, I think it's 3 or 4 cups, like not sittings, but cups. So if you go back to the bar and get another one, that's included, of soda a day, then the package is worth it. If not, I would say maybe consider bringing your own on board if that's an option. Right.
Now, the times that we've done it, and I will say this, when we went to the dining room, especially if you have the same server, usually they learn you very well. And usually on the cruises we've been on that we've had Bubbles, midway through the cruise, our server already knows. He didn't even have to ask. He just brings it.
He just brings it right to the table. They know our number, and that brings up a great point. That just a big round of applause for the stewards and the waiters and waitresses on board the ships. They are just so.
They're phenomenal.
I know personally, I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, remember. I mean, you think of how many people they take care of, and to remember all of the folio numbers of each individual guest.
And what they want.
And what they want. And then you literally in 7 days' time, sometimes less than that, you have to turn back over and forget that and remember a whole new set of
it's a special
20,
set
30, 40 guests. That is an extraordinary human being right there. So a big round of applause to them. We have got another super chatter. Anchor says hello and thank you to Nicole Marie. She says, when I go on Harmony in September, I'll let you know how the ultimate slide is. Please, please, please do. That is something, again, and that's on Symphony and Harmony, right? That's it. I think that's the only two, because Allure and Oasis don't have it. So Symphony and Harmony.
But I think, are they going to be adding it?
I don't know.
To Oasis?
I don't know. I don't know if that's what they were planning to do. They might now, since they have an extended dry dock. We'll get into that in just a second, like I said. But... yeah, I don't know. With there being those two ships, we've got to get on board one of those and check it out and everything. What?
I mean, I've heard the good and the bad, though, because I've heard people that have like a boardwalk balcony room. You know, they feel like the slide obscures their view.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that, yeah. But again, that's going to be a lower priced cabin, too. So, you know, there's that to take into account as well. Thomas Lee says, don't get me started on Pig and Anchor. It is so good. He's referring to
it is amazing.
The Pig and Anchor barbecue on I believe it's on the Carnival Horizon, Carnival Panorama. It will be on Vista,
Breeze.
Breeze. Yeah, several ships now. They've got the new Pig and Anchor, and it's going to be on the Sunrise. We're adding it to the Sunrise. It's actually going to be up at the very top. I'm interested to see that. But on the Sunrise, it will be up on deck 12, I believe. It's going to be an outside venue. Up on deck 12. I believe, like just not directly under the funnel, but like one or two decks below the funnel.
Well, now, Pig and Anchor and Flavortown are not the same.
Correct. Correct. Pig and Anchor Flavortown is like the inside venue on the Horizon and Panorama. Pig and Anchor Barbecue is like that outdoor. It's on like the Breeze, Magic, Vista, and Horizon. It's on like the Lanai, so that outside area on deck 5.
And they used to call it Jimmy's Seaside Barbecue because it was only on sea days.
Right.
And then they switched it with a guy.
Right, and then they switched it, right. We've got Lisa Davis says, hey guys, had some Chick-fil-A on me. Unfortunately, there isn't one close to me, and when I am near to one, it's usually Sunday.
I know, that's the worst.
Isn't that the one bad thing about Chick-fil-A, that they're closed on Sunday? But you know what? I think it just makes you want it more come Monday.
Yeah.
Hey, good marketing plan right there. Lisa, thank you so much. Anchor says thank you. You are entered into the monthly giveaway. We will be picking that for April at the end of the month. Well, actually, it'll be really the beginning of May that we pick it, you know, because it runs through the entire month. But thank you so much for that super chat. Guys, remember, one super chat equals one entry into the giveaway at the end of the month.
And actually, you're going to be gone 1 week this month.
That's correct. That's correct. I will be gone 1 week this month, so you really got to get those things in there because I will be gone one Sunday. J. says, new merchandise with Anchor the Pig coming soon.
Ooh, you just gave ideas.
I like you. I like you. That's a good idea. Ah! I like that. What do you guys think? Doesn't he have a cute little face?
Trust me, the dogs would absolutely. Well, we got one kind of similar for the dogs, and literally, like within 5 minutes, it was destroyed.
It was gone. It was
destroyed.
It was absolutely gone. I do love that idea, though. Great idea there, J. Paul says Liberty was a nice ship. That's exactly what I've heard. I've heard it's a great ship, so I would recommend going and checking it out. Don Cardonia says, hi, Josh. Hi, Don. Welcome to the chat tonight. Thanks so much for dropping us a line there in the comment section. Linda Moore says, the glory was awesome, and so was Dustin. I personally have not had Dustin as cruise director. However, Peter did. Peter's in the chat, too, guys. Say what's up to Peter. Extra magic. Peter can let you know. He said he thoroughly enjoyed Dustin.
He's actually here and not at Disney.
I know. He's actually on the live chat, not like hanging out at a Disney park tonight. Shocker.
We love you, Peter.
Yes, we do. Susie Cooper says, hey, Josh, you should go on a cruise that Chris the Flying Scotsman is on. I hear he is great, and it's on my bucket list to go on one of his cruises. Yes, I also hear that.
He's on the Sunrise.
Yes, he will be your cruise director on the Sunrise, but I hear great things about Chris the Flying Scotsman. Definitely, you will have a great time if you're going to be cruising with him. What else have we got going on? Watching from the island of Nevis, says Denisha Small. Wow. Well, welcome.
Loved Nevis because that was the one that looked like a giant volcano.
Right, that's right next to St. Kitts if you're not familiar. Yes. That is awesome. Welcome to you. Elena Webb says, going on Carnival Sunshine in November for my 23rd birthday. 216 days away. Super, super excited. Have so much fun. You're going to love the Carnival Sunshine. What a great ship that is. We've got Tammy Voss with just a generous super chat donation. So thank you so much, Tammy, for your contribution. You are entered into the giveaway. And Anchor says thank you.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we should get into our cruise news topic of discussion for tonight. So tonight, guys, I got some news about the Oasis of the Seas. If you have not heard, she was in dry dock in Freeport, Bahamas, when a crane, one of the large cranes that lifts stuff onto the ship for them to be working on during dry dock.
This was just supposed to be like a week's dry dock, wasn't it?
Right. It was not supposed to be something long and stretched out. It was just a week, I think maybe 2 weeks.
I think they even called it a wet dock. I mean,
right, yeah, because it actually wasn't going to be lifting the ship out of the water, I don't believe. Well, no, I think they were, because they were also doing some work on the propeller. Yeah, the azipods. But this crane actually fell on the ship, fell on the Oasis, and unfortunately caused some very extensive damage to the Aqua Theater there in the back of the ship, as well as some of the balconies there, the suites.
Well, you can see the ship was actually like listed in the water like sideways.
Yeah,
I was like,
oh. So now, what has happened because of that? Well, the three cruises after that have actually been canceled, and actually, Mr. Traveler, another YouTube channel here, he had a group cruise planned.
Oh my God!
On the Oasis, and they had to cancel their entire group cruise. Can you even imagine?
Don't even.
Like that would
even.
That would be honestly like the worst. Like
I would like
me just telling you from like a group host standpoint. Like if I had put in all of that work and energy and effort and gotten all the giveaways and the goodies and excursions, hotels, and then like the cruise got canceled, like, and it was literally a week away.
Yeah,
a week out. And
so they should have sailed out today.
Correct. They would have sailed out today.
Wow.
I would be devastated.
Yes.
Devastated. So, unfortunately, that the three cruises after that, so the one this week, next week, and the week after that have been canceled. They're actually having to take the ship now to Cadiz, Spain. That is where the Triumph is at right now. They're having to take the ship. Yeah, they're having to take it all the way over there to finish the dry dock because the dock actually got damaged.
Yeah, in the process, and I even there was even injuries of the staff.
Correct. Yeah, there was nothing major, nothing like nobody died. Thank goodness. Nothing major, but yeah, there were some minor injuries to the staff and the crew on board, and so they actually had to evacuate the whole ship and everything. So awful stuff there.
I don't know if you've even seen. Oasis. I don't even know if you've seen it. I need to see this on another page. But and I can't think of the name of the ship, but it used to be a Carnival ship. They converted it to the Freeport ship that goes back and forth.
The Grand Bahama, yes.
They actually had to use that ship as a hotel for all of the Oasis staff that night because they couldn't stay on the ship.
And can you just imagine? I mean, the ship that they used was actually the Carnival, used to be the Carnival Celebration, I believe. Yeah, so that ship, I think, held like 1,200 passengers. I think. Don't quote me on it. If somebody knows, drop it down in the comments, the exact number. 1,200 people. Think of how many staff there is in the Oasis. I'm thinking there's at least, 2,000?
Probably.
And I mean, they had to evacuate the ship, and they wouldn't let anybody on because, like, they had to level the ship. There was crane laying on it, so it wasn't safe.
And it was laying like this.
So, like I saw, they had actually sent out a memo to a lot of the crew of the Grand Bahama cruise ship, and they was like, look, if you can spare a phone charger, like that.
They said these people are coming over, with no toothpaste, no underwear, no nothing. They couldn't grab anything. They just had
awful. I can't even imagine. I mean, it just shows how much life we take for granted.
Right.
When you can't get something as simple as a toothbrush or a phone charger, you know, and you're having to rely on crew members that have no obligation to do that whatsoever,
Right.
but they did out of the kindness of their hearts.
Yeah.
So big thumbs up to them for doing that and sharing, you know, sharing what they had and being fellow seamen.
Can you imagine, you know, a lot of these people, you know, that are on the cruise ships, like say, are not American.
Right.
So they're having to try to notify their family, you know, you might see this on the news, but I'm okay.
Right.
You know, and so the panic that these families are, you know, enduring across the world, you know, that would just be a lifesaver to them, you know, to be able to get to a phone charger.
Right. So, like I said, unfortunately, they're taking the ship. They've had to cancel the next 3 cruises. They're
Which
taking
one
it
was
to
the transatlantic, too?
Right. One of those was the transatlantic. So they're taking it to Cadiz, Spain. They're going to do an actual dry dock there now. So they're going to have to repair the parts of the ship that were damaged, as well as still fix the Azipod system. And then it will start, it will resume its itinerary in now 2 weeks' time out of Barcelona for its summer season over there.
And I even noticed last night, somebody posted they were on the Allure. And they said it looked like one of their Azipods was down too, because you could see the propellers. And you could see like 2 of them were really propelling and then one was not. So it's like, oh no, please.
So they're really having a real issue with Azipods. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts on that? How would you feel, you know, if your cruise got canceled the last minute? I cannot imagine.
I mean, because I've got all of our stuff pretty much, you know, booked non-refundable.
Right. Right.
I've got some.
Well, now that's the thing is they
travel insurance.
Not only that, but the Royal Caribbean went above and beyond, and so they refunded everybody's airlines up to, I believe it was $400 per person for domestic, or maybe it was $200 domestic, $400 international. As well as any shore excursions they booked with Royal Caribbean. And then I'm sure, you know, you could contact your third party and let them know, hey, the cruise is canceled and see about getting a refund. You know,
most of those third itineraries, because they want to keep their business, they're going to refund it.
Exactly.
But like Royal also gave them, you know, a refund back on that cruise plus a free cruise.
Right, yeah. So not only did they get like you said, they got everything back from that one, but they got a future cruise credit of the same amount towards another cruise. Yeah,
right.
So basically, they get a free cruise.
Yeah.
So what I know that a lot of people did is they actually went and would book so the Oasis was not available this weekend, so they would book like the Symphony or the Allure and just pay the difference, because at that point the difference is only going to be, you know, $300-400 more total. So it's not going to be so much out of pocket to pay for, and they're getting a complete refund back.
Right.
So you'd have the extra change to burn and everything. So,
right.
I do think that Royal Caribbean did excellent on that.
Yes.
Especially considering how it was such a short notice and everything.
Yes.
But yeah, let me know. Let's come over to the comment section and see what you guys are saying. I want to hear from you. Let's see. R.I.P. Oasis, says Lindsay Gibson.
R.I.P. Let's not do a Titanic, you know.
For real, though. For real. The Polydoom says 1496 passengers, so there you have it. The celebration, Grand Bahama Celebration, I think they call it, holds 1,400 passengers. So still, I believe that's like right at the capacity of the crew for Oasis. So they would have been tight in there for sure.
Because see, Papa Hocum and I, you know, our very first cruise, it wasn't that ship, but it was similar. You know, it was called the Discovery Sun. Anybody who knows anything about old cruise ships in Miami and stuff. And we did it from Fort Lauderdale over to Freeport, you know, because we thought we'd won a trip. But it was really a timeshare.
Yeah.
You know, but we did the cruise over, you know, we stayed in Freeport for 3 days and then cruised back. And that's what got us hooked on cruising. So we didn't take you along because you was a little hyper thing. We wanted to actually enjoy the trip.
Brad Jackson says, keep track of dry docks and never plan a group cruise just after a dry dock. First of all, thank you so much there, Brad, for Anchor's donation there. This is if you missed it, this is now the pig's name, Anchor. But yes, you are absolutely correct. Try and avoid dry docks if you can. And you know, the time before and the time after, often the work will begin and it will extend into.
As you experienced on the Glory.
I was just about to say, Papa Hocum and I actually on the Carnival Glory, when we got on, they were not done with the waterworks, the new water park that they put on. So there was actually, you know, construction going on of the waterworks while we were on board. Actually, I think we were on the week before, right?
No, you were on the week after. You were the first cruise.
That's right. We were the first cruise after dry dock. So they were still working on it.
Like the cruise after you, remember they had like the water thing exploded and
they had the pipe explode and like flooded like 2 hallways or whatever. So yeah, around dry docks, it can get a little bit crazy. You know, you might still have some construction, so just keep that in mind if you're booking.
And people said the same thing about the Triumph, too. They said, you know, there was construction going on that last cruise. A lot of people didn't enjoy it because, you know, they heard constant, you know, hammers and nails and saws and, you know, and things like that because they were already in the process of redoing rooms.
Right, right. So, yeah, great tip there from Brad. Tyler H. says, NCL is the best. I've got to get on an NCL cruise. I'm telling you I will. I am trying to make it this year. I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that it's this year.
I think we should go to New Orleans, go to the Breakaway.
That would be fun. That would be fun. That would be so cool, too, because we're like toured the Breakaway.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to get back on it. Jessica Rickett says, hi, Josh. Just wanted to get entered into the drawing. Well, hey. There you go, Jessica. You are in the drawing for the month of April. Like I said, we will announce that winner the first live chat in May. We're announcing March's winner tonight, though, so you guys stick around for that. And Anchor says a big fat thank you. Just a couple more things, and then I think it's going to be time to bring Papa Hocum on. Like I said, tonight we're going to be talking with him about the injuries that he sustained on the Carnival Horizon, as well as what, you know, steps he's had to take since then, you know, any kind of physical therapy or visits with the doctor, that kind of thing. So you guys don't want to miss that.
I'm glad, I'll say this because I won't be on camera when he's talking and stuff, but I'm actually glad that you all were already over on the other side because, you know, even though Papa Hocum and I are both nurses, you know, for me to actually watch that happen live, you know, it scared me to death.
Sure.
You know, and I can only imagine with us being nurses, and I knew just because of the way he fell and things that happened, of what injuries he might have, you know, I can't imagine how you would have reacted.
Yeah, it would have been quite traumatic, I think. And we're going to have...
and you would have had the cameras and all that.
If you managed to haven't seen it yet, you haven't seen that video, or maybe you just need a quick refresher, I'm going to have like a 1-minute clip that we're going to play here in just a few moments' time that's going to kind of get you guys all caught up on the story, and then we will chat with him in just a few moments.
And I really hate it because, you know, he didn't get to ride the Flying Dutchman, which was the whole purpose of that whole excursion. You know, so, you know, he really got cheated out of that, you know, so I told him, I said, well, that just means we have to go back.
Right, for real, though. Jim Woods, don't think I've seen your name yet. He says, hey, Josh, love you and your mom. Big hello from NY, just got on. So sorry I'm late. I've been watching all your seaside videos. Oh, and I would love to be in the drawing also. Very cool, Jim. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. The way that you get into the drawing is just by simply leaving a super chat. Doesn't matter how much it is. It can be super big, super small. Doesn't matter. But that's just a way so that I can get everybody kind of on one page and I don't have to pull from 11,000, 12,000 people.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for your comment. We loved New York when we were there.
Oh, yes.
Hope to get back sometime. We've got Jamie Day right here. I'm assuming you're just entering into the giveaway. So thank you so much for your super chat. And Anchor says thank you as well. All right. Well, you know what, guys? I think it's about time. We're going to bring Papa Hocum on in just a few moments' time. We're going to chat with him and learn, you know, everything that's been going on since that incident happened. We're going to talk about it right after this. Oh my gosh, so apparently something just happened. Anyway, my mom and dad is not over here. They're saying an EMT is coming. Somebody got ran into.
Somebody got sent in too fast.
Yeah. There they are. You see them? So there's mom with the wild shirt. And dad's standing right beside her. You okay?
The other guy in hot before I was off the line.
He didn't do it. He's been over here with us the whole time.
The one over there.
Oh.
He sent him in hot before I was off the line. I was on trap and I tried to get out of the way and he hit me in. It's a scratch. Oh. He hit there.
No, it's not. You're going to need stitches, Dad. That's wide open. He got his elbow good out from under him and he went and slammed onto the rocks. Up on your legs.
It hit my hip right here, but I'm fine. See?
You'll be sore tomorrow.
Well, what? Yeah, the reason I was laying there, two people going. The reason I was laying there because that sharp rock hit into my hip bone.
So this is actually hurting him bad enough, his hip, where they knocked him out earlier, that he's actually not even going to be able to ride it. So we will definitely be visiting guest services when we get back on board. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am joined tonight by Papa Hocum. He is here with us to hang out, chat for just a little bit. Welcome, Dad. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. You?
Great. So as I just mentioned a few moments ago, guys, he's going to be chatting with us tonight about, you know, the injuries that he sustained on board the Carnival Horizon, specifically at Rainforest Adventures there in St. Martin. Unfortunately, you got hurt. Tell us, how did that happen? What did you see it leading up to it? What was in your head the moments that it happened?
No, I was enjoying the zip line. One thing you must know when doing a zip line is whoever is sending someone across, make sure it's clear before you send a second person.
Sure.
Now, the safety issue is they have a double loop system. So they had one unhooked. The second one, as they were getting it unhooked, I heard behind me, I heard zzz, and
so
I turned around. I heard it coming, and it started pulling the safety harness up. So I literally had to reach up and pull myself up while the guide was trying to get me unhooked. And just the very second that he got me unhooked, the second gentleman came in, hit me on my right side with both feet. I don't know why he didn't put his feet down and try to slow down and stop.
Right.
But he knocked me about 10 feet onto the ground. If you know anything about the islands, you know they're full of limestone, and it was sticking out of the ground. So my left hip and my left elbow right here hit on the sharp rocks.
Right.
Busted open the left elbow and the left hip.
Right.
And, of course, Momma Hocum, sitting back here, she thought that I had been knocked out because I laid still for a minute. And finally, I rolled over, and blood was running all down my arm and everything. So we're at the top of a mountain in a foreign country, and the only thing there is some paper towel that somebody wiped their forehead or something on. So we grab it. We grab it, put it on there to stop the bleeding, for direct pressure. And, got rolled over, doing an assessment, neurological assessment, make sure nothing broke.
You thought that you were okay, but in that moment, would you say that it was probably more adrenaline running through you? Because we saw just a few moments ago in the video, that you said, my hip, it hurts, but it'll be all right. And then I mentioned, it's going to be sore in the morning.
Yes.
So do you think at that moment it was just adrenaline running through you, the reason that it didn't hurt?
It was.
Okay, so then walk us through at what point did you start?
As I started walking up the steps, getting to where the Flying Dutchman was, the pain in my hip, the adrenaline started wearing off, and the pain in my hip got worse.
Sure. He's fighting like the allergies and everything. Yeah, the pollen.
And so the pain in my hip started getting worse, and of course I'm still holding pressure on my elbow. And my hip started swelling and kind of going numb a little bit. So I knew there was no way that I could climb into a harness and go down over the mountain. So that's why I rode the ski lift back down. Sure.
And so for you guys that don't know, basically he did not do the last section of the zip line. The main, the main zip line there at Rainforest Adventures. Unfortunately, he had to pass on that one because at that point I think the pain was just too bad, right? You wanted to stretch out on the
And looking back at it, the way Momma Hocum said that you had to climb up in the harness, it wasn't a strapped harness. She said it was more like a sack that you would put around you, and it would have put pressure on that hip area itself. So it's probably good that I didn't.
Right. So he ended up riding the sky chair back down to the bottom. And then once you were down at the bottom, what happened? Were you greeted by personnel?
Yes, the manager came out. She wanted to know what happened. I told her. I actually requested that the gentleman not lose his job. I said, follow policy, educate him, whatever, but please do not fire him. I mean, St. Maarten is not a rich country, and jobs are probably not, a dime a dozen.
Sure.
So I felt bad for him, but he did need educated that you're always supposed to make sure that it's clear.
Absolutely.
But I did not want to see this guy lose his job.
Sure.
Over an accident.
Sure.
And I hope he didn't.
Sure, because everybody makes mistakes, and I think that definitely shows of your character there. I think there's two ways that you could have taken that. You could have been a really, really angry, mean.
I could have been like, I'm going to sue every one of you all and all that, but that wouldn't have helped anything.
It wouldn't have solved anything in the end. So bravo on your character there. So I guess the biggest question everybody probably wants to know is, how are you now? Are you what pain? We obviously see that we're bandaged up. So
this has nothing to do with it. This is a 2-year process of carpal tunnel surgery, carpal tunnel release, with fingers going numb. Has nothing to do with it. When I got back to the ship, they did X-rays. Was fully assessed by the physicians. They said that there was no breaks that they could tell. But they glued up my elbow. And
so you did need liquid stitches.
Yes, it's called Dermabond, super glue. It's medical super glue.
Okay.
So I did that. Then once I got back here in North Carolina, since then I have went to the doctor, and they've done full x-rays of the hip, CT scans of the hip. There's nothing broke. They did say they believe there is a tendon up in the hip that might have been ruptured, but no break on the femur bone,
Sure.
which is good.
Sure.
Did get an infection in the elbow, which I had to drain and had to have antibiotics for. It's fine now.
How long did that last?
Lasted 2-3 weeks. And then I was on antibiotics.
Was there any pain associated with that? And do you think that probably came from that towel, or?
No, that pain probably come from hitting the limestone rocks.
No, I mean the infection. Like, do you think the infection came
most
from
likely.
From
most
that
likely.
towel
And the dirt that's on the rocks.
Dirt, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
most likely.
So that lasted 2 days. And so what is the census now with your hip? Is it broken? Is it sprained? Did you tear? What is
possibly a ruptured tendon, which is going to heal on its own. I do have some, it's called lidocaine and Voltaren gel, some cream I put on it.
Okay.
And now I'm able, for a few weeks I was not able to lay on that side without it being painful, when I sleep, but now I am.
Mm-hmm.
I do have now plantar fasciitis, which is like inflammation of the heel bone in the left. I didn't have it before. The doc says he doesn't think it's related to that, but I didn't have it before. I won't say it is. I won't say it isn't. But I'm still dealing with that. That's basically.
It just seemed to swell up shortly after that.
It feels like a bone bruise in the left heel.
Okay. Okay. So, would you go back to Rainforest Adventures in St. Martin?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yes, I would.
So this did not deter you from zip lines or...
It's made me a little bit apprehensive on zip lines, only because I don't want to injure this area again.
Right.
But as far as being afraid of zip lines for the zip line itself, no.
Right.
No. And I still love them. You and I and your mother, we've been on a lot of them. We've been on in Tennessee. We've been on them in Honduras and and all these others, and I still love them.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's great to hear an update from him. I've been wanting to do an update with you guys to kind of let you know about his progress and, what happened. I know there was a lot of questions after that vlog. What exactly happened? And I'm happy that we can provide some clarity and understand the ship's medical team went above and beyond, I believe.
They were wonderful.
They completely paid for everything. Normally, like if you did x-rays, I mean... It's ridiculous pricing, completely on them. The care that they provided for him basically throughout that night. And I think we have to remember also what was quite funny. That same night was the Halloween party where he was dressed up as a mummy. So he was like all bandaged up, walking around the ship.
Right.
And
I had the limp to boot.
And you had the limp. You had the limp for the mummy. So the timing for it was absolutely...
Now, in addition to the x-rays, the medical treatment, remember, Carnival did refund my excursion for that also.
That's right. They also refunded his excursion, and then I believe they gave us like 50% back because... The whole excursion that they were selling at that time was just, it was set up wrong, it was advertised wrong. It's since been corrected to my understanding, but so nice to hear an insight, and it just goes to show that it doesn't matter, who you are, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter how safe and how careful you are. Unfortunately, even on vacation, accidents can happen, but it's good to know that there's always, there's always a plan that you can take, and always actions and steps that you can take to kind of after that accident or incident happens, you're able to get back to some sort of normality and safety.
And it's not just because of this zip line. I don't know if you remember, but we were on the one in Tennessee I mentioned. And the last time we were there, they said a week before, a lady had come across one of the zip lines and did not put her feet down and follow instructions, and she went feet first into a tree. Because up there, it's in the mountains, and the end of the cable's wrapped around the trees.
Around a tree, right.
And so she ended up breaking her ankle.
Yeah.
So it's not just this zip line here.
Right. It's going to happen anywhere.
Things happen.
I think that's a sort of an understanding that, you are risking yourself a little bit when you do, zip line and ATV and, just these very adventurous, active hiking, active excursions. This, however, wasn't really falling on you, I don't think. It was more so falling on this tour operator that did not unclip you. He's literally hanging like a piñata at this line, and this other guy just comes and rams into
it was if I had to say it was the fault of anybody, it would be the one that was because he did not make sure it was clear before he sent the second person across.
Sure. Sure. So there you have it. There's a little update with Papa Hocum. We got to come back and say a bunch of hellos. We want to hear your thoughts, though. Let me know, guys. Have you ever had an accident, any sort of mishap on the cruise ship involving an excursion or otherwise? I'd love to hear your comments here in the chat section. But we have got Cody P in the house. He says, Phoebe just said, Daddy, I love you, Josh, but you promised me Papa Hocum would be on tonight. This kid is hilarious. There you go.
Hi, Phoebe. I love you.
Papa Hocum is on here.
Phoebe.
He is on. I promised he would be here, and here he is. We've also got Kaylee.
Happy birthday, Adeline.
Yes. Happy birthday, Adeline. I'm not sure if she understands any English that we say, but happy birthday anyway. We've got Kaylee P. She says, we love to watch you, but you do you have a favorite cruise vlogger? Do I have a favorite cruise vlogger? Ooh, that's a hard question. You know, I don't think that I do have a particular favorite one, but rather a group of channels that I watch. You know, Griffin Alyssa, Lalito Loca, Cruise Tips TV, Sharon at Sea. All of those guys, I think, do great, amazing content, and we're all friends. We all support each other. So I think that, you know, any one of those guys would be great people
Well, I
to
may
watch.
be biased, but I have a favorite.
Cruise Tips TV, of course, right?
This one.
Amanda Graves says, Josh, put this towards your favorite charity. Love you and your videos. Thank you so much, Amanda. I certainly will do that for you. Thank you. And just for that, though, you have also been entered into the giveaway at the end of the month. But definitely remind me at the end of this so we can send that to a charity. Destiny Sullivan says, blank. I guess you just wanted to be in the giveaway at the end of the month. So thank you so much there. Anchor says thank you. I'm sure our dogs are going absolutely insane. We've got a bunch of hi Papa Hocums. Colin is in there. He says,
"Hey, Colin, how you doing?
Dang, looking good." Yeah, I guess you must have lost some weight or something.
I'm trying.
Combed his hair a new way. He what is this? Koopy Alfonso says, "Gosh, you guys are twins."
I think that's Kuke.
Kuke Alfonso says,
Cuqui.
Yeah. Gosh, you guys are twins. Okay, I hope so. I guess that means I'm his son, right?
Yes.
Scott Weaver's in the house from the group cruise. Says 40 days till 2.0. Happy birthday, Phoebe. Thank you so much, Scott. There, you're in the giveaway for the end of the month. We've also got Michael. Michael Baggs is back again. He says, "Hey, Papa Hocum, love the shirts." Thoughts and prayers for your recovery.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael.
There's our group cruise.
The group cruise
1.0 shirt that Josh forgot to bring.
and again tonight, apparently.
Yeah, Well, tonight I've got on a Carnival. I think this one. When did I get this one? Was this?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I got this on one of the cruises. Let me see. We've got Andrew Moore says, "Hey Josh, would love to buy your lanyard or sunglasses, but do you have plans to do any other colors? I prefer black or a darker blue." That's funny that you mentioned that, Andrew. Sunglasses are actually sold out over on the website right now, and I've got to order more lanyards, so I'm going to be looking at some new designs. Might even do something with Anchor here. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you so much for your super chat there. You were entered into the giveaway at the end of the month. Excuse me. Let me see. Who else do we got? We've got It's My Georgia Life. She says, "Glad you are doing well after your injury, Mr. Hocum." Thank you so much there for that.
Aww. From Phoebe, "I love you, Papa Hocum. Miss you and want to see you soon."
Aww.
Big hugs to you, Phoebe. Big hugs and kisses.
That is from Cody there. Thank you so much, buddy. Let's see who else we got. Oh, we've got another one. Wow, we're just having like a full chat message right here from Cody. He says, "Adeline does understand. She keeps saying thank you every time you guys say thank you."
Thank you.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Adeline. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Anchor says thank you. Scott also says, "Valuable insurance lessons for 1.0 vans disappear." That is absolutely true. He's talking about the van on Miami
That was
Beach.
the accident, quote unquote.
Yeah. Vans do disappear. I don't think we're going to be doing any more vans.
No.
If we do, I'm going to have to figure out a different way for it. Violet Eye says, "Yes, husband had accident on a snorkel excursion on RCL's Anthem of the Seas cruise line, paid for medical care every day and refunded excursion fees for everyone on the boat." RCL was great. That is awesome to hear. Wow. Cruise line paid for medical care every day and refunded excursion fees. Fantastic. And I think that's probably like Like, that's the very baseline. Like, if you get injured on a cruise line excursion, I think that's the least they can do is pay for the medical.
And I think they will automatically do that.
Right.
Simply because they don't want you going out and, that such and such cruise line, they didn't do nothing, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
They do it for publicity, if nothing else.
Right.
That's their bacon and their bread and butter, so to speak.
Bacon.
Yeah, that's their bacon. That's their bread
Very good, very good. And then Nathaniel Nelson says, love all your videos. Hope your dad recovers soon and gets back to cruising. Hello from Arkansas. Wow, from Arkansas, sailing out in 6 days on Independence of the Seas for a back-to-back 5-night cruise anniversary cruise. That's awesome.
And actually, Momma Hocum and I are going back on another cruise. Was it the first week of October?
Oh yes, the Carnival Sunrise.
Yeah, I'm not going this time because I only take a few days off every year from my job. Or
right now he's got to take some.
I've got to take
time
6 weeks. I had surgery on Friday, and I'm ready mentally to go back to work today. It's going to drive me crazy sitting around here for 6 weeks. It's going to drive me nuts.
It's My Georgia Life says, can you wish me, Linnell, happy 50th birthday? My birthday is April 12th. Linnell, a very happy birthday to you. 50, what a fabulous age. I bet you're 50 going on 21, right? If I'm just taking a guess.
And I'm right there behind you. I've got about 2 months and I'll be 51.
There you go. There you go. Angela Daniel says, love you guys. Glad you are improving and healing. Very good. Yes, he is. And he's able to. I remember there was a time, especially right after we got back, where he was just kind of limping everywhere, couldn't walk upstairs, none of that stuff. So glad to see he's able to make it. We're actually upstairs right now. I'm glad to see he's able to make it.
Well, what worried us so much is that after we got back, within about a week, the whole left leg turned black from on the outside, from the knee all the way to the hip, and swelled up and had a big lump on it. And then up near the hip bone, it had an indent.
Right.
And that's what was so worrisome.
Right. And then we've also got Robert Bakey says, hi, Josh and Papa Hocum. Love the video. Well, thank you so much, Robert. Thank you for your super chat there. You are entered into the giveaway at the end of the month. Speaking of the giveaway, I think it's about time we pick a winner. What do you think?
I think it is.
I think it is about time that we pick a winner. So, without further ado, let me load up here. We're going to pull it up on the screen so you guys can see. Okay, let me get that up there. And all right, so what we're going to do is I've got the super chat page pulled up. This is all super chatters. So we've got from March 31st all the way down to March 12th. Any super chat that was given, and that's the for some clarity, that was when we did the first live show of the month. Any super chat that was given during that time, you are in this giveaway right now. So Papa Hocum, I'm going to start scrolling. You tell me when to stop. Ready, set, and let's go.
And without looking, I say let's stop about now.
Right now, we've got Joe Farrell says, love you guys. On March 17th, he did that in the Cruise Talk Live with Lauren, my girlfriend. What an awesome show that was. So Joe, you have won the giveaway for tonight. What did you win? You actually won a fantastic prize. This right here is from an amazing company called Unigear. It is a full-face snorkel mask. I did a video review of it yesterday. It was up on the channel, and they have offered to give one to you. So a big congratulations to you. If you will, send me some contact info. Send me an email at josh@joshhocum.com. Send me an email, and that way I can get this shipped out to you. But congratulations, Joe. Guys, like I said, we are doing this once a month now for all super chatters. Just a way to say thank you guys for all of your generous donations and making this happen right here on YouTube, this little show that I call Josh Hocum. So without further ado, I think that's where we're going to finish out for tonight. Big thank you to my guest, Papa Hocum tonight, as well as Momma Hocum that was on a little bit earlier, guys. If you're new here and you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button. You can do that right down there below this video. And if you're new, make sure you give it a thumbs up, you comment to let us know that you're new here, and go ahead and share this video with a friend so they can come and experience all the cruising that we do over here on YouTube.
And just one more thing for clarity. I haven't been as visual with you because, you know, I work second shift. I work 2 to 10, so I don't get off from work till
normally,
10:30.
Normally, he's like at work right now. He's not even here on YouTube.
So that's why I haven't been more visual with you.
Absolutely, and we were so happy to have. Weren't you guys happy to have Papa Hocum on the show tonight?
Thank you.
It was awesome to have him here, guys. That's going to do it for us tonight here on Cruise Talk Live. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. We will see you next week.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
'Cause I can't